Behold! Automatic Anti-Armor Avalanche Frost, one of the finalists in my September 2019 Framework Battle Royale build competition. Since this loadout was not created by me, I've left some disclaimers in the description, and if you have no idea what this is all about, check the playlist down there. And by the way, this loadout didn't come with a name, so you have me to blame for that. Automatic Anti-Armor Avalanche Frost is exactly what it sounds like, a loadout that automatically activates the conditions necessary to achieve full armor reduction from Avalanche. Deathcube and its weapon can activate both growing power and energy conversion quite reliably on their own, so you can focus on killing things. That saves you a lot of build space and prevents Avalanche's duration, range, or efficiency from suffering at the hands of corrupted mods. Once enemies are unable to move and have lost any armor they once had, you can annihilate them with the Piranha Prime. You'll have to forgive me, I don't have anywhere near enough space for this Frost build without Umbral Forma because my aura slot has the wrong polarity, so here's the build that was submitted to me. As you can see, the mods I can't fit are Stretch and Streamline, so for demonstration purposes this is no problem, but be aware that they're supposed to be in there, and I agree, I highly recommend them, you should definitely run them. To avoid all negatives, you do need to use the Umbral set mods to power up Umbral Intensify, enough to give you the full armor reduction threshold with growing power and energy conversion active. And remember that at least for Piranha Prime, that's important, because even a tiny amount of armor will limit the Piranha Prime's mostly slash IPS spread. Note that if you have your aura slot polarized properly, unlike me, you will be able to fit the build that was submitted without using an Umbral Forma. Once again, you do not need an Umbral Forma to make this build fit, as long as you use a downranked adaptation, which is inconsequential. This build's functionality is very simple and effective, and Frost picks up incredible tankiness along the way, wow. Deathcube will be turning on those strength mods using its energy generator, so it needs a weapon that can tag many enemies for assist credit. The creator suggested Sweeper Prime, and you'll want to go with either that or the Cryatra with blast or gas damage. The Cryatra procs status much more consistently, and they both accomplish the same thing otherwise, so I'm going to go with that, but you can use either one, and realistically, it's very easy to activate growing power any number of ways, so it's up to you. The Cryatra will work best set to gas here. If you used Blast, it would often knock down enemies before you could freeze them, which would make it less convenient to get headshots. And then Piranha Prime, I don't think this thing needs an introduction. The creator's build uses Viral, cleverly combined with Ice Storm for that extra magazine capacity. When Piranha Prime's passive activates, you will get that 40% magazine capacity doubled again in the Ethereal one. And also Hydraulic Crosshairs, a nice addition since enemies will be frozen for easy headshots. You'll need an energy orb, but those should be abundant because of Deathcube. And then you just need to get in range, listen for your Deathcube firing to get your growing power trigger, and take care of business. And yeah, as you can see, Frost is also a rock with this build, quite a lot of tankiness that this build just picks up along the way. Even though the Piranha Prime will do much less damage against anything with even a little armor, Avalanche still reduces such a significant amount of armor that you'll still be fine through most levels you'll commonly encounter. I would consider bringing along a weapon that has some ability to attack enemies effectively that have most but not all of their armor reduced, maybe something that wants to shoot enemies that have greatly reduced armor but still have that armor class, such as many gas weapons, which inflict toxin procs, which do more damage against enemies wearing some ferrite armor. You have plenty of space left in the loadout to choose a weapon like that, and then you could use that instead if your automatic anti-armor Avalanche isn't quite ready to go when you want to freeze. Piranha Prime does have among the highest overall damage output of any weapon, so giving it armorless enemies to destroy is a worthy cause. Xeneric and or Arcane Energize will also make a big difference here, though remember that the submitted build does include Streamline. If you do go for Umbral Forma on this build to the point that you can fill your last mod slot, I'd recommend adding in Augur Reach to supplement Stretch. That was Automatic Anti-Armor Avalanche Frost. Thanks to the creator for submitting this, and for tolerating my janky name for it, and for allowing me to make a video about it.